I noticed the good thing about you is the fact that it's a mixed class.
Yeah.
So you have a lot of men and women there as well. Do you find that a lot of women get crushes on you? They kind of like fall in love with my teacher. He's so handsome. And मुझे आपने मुझे कुछ सिखाया है. हाय कितना अच्छा सिखाया है आपने मुझे. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Sohail Hashmi, and it is an honor and a pleasure to be here with you again today. In my series in Islamabad, there are many people who I am interviewing. One of these gentlemen is a specialist, a career counselor, a trainer, and there's many things that he is. His name is Mr. Salman Ghani. Salman, welcome to Unplugged.
Thank you so much.
क्या हाल चाल है आपके?
Zabardast, ठीक ठाक.
You're looking good and smart, and skin is shining.
Thank you so much.
What is your secret, Salman? What is your secret?
There's no secret. Just keep smiling, stay
Achha.
healthy,
Chale
and
good.
stay positive.
Well, one thing that you mentioned is that you are a career coaches. Now, there are coaches and trainers in many aspects in this field. You have private coaches, and you have public coaches, and all sorts of stuff,
Right.
which is happening. Tell me a little bit about what a career coach is.
Basically, what we do is that we help different people who are
Hmm.
struggling in their careers.
Right.
For me, I help the fresh graduates
Right.
who are coming into the career.
Okay.
And also people who are in the career and
Mhm.
they want to do better in their career.
Mhm.
So we help both. I help both categories. And basically, career coach is not like a counselor.
ठीक है.
There is some element of counseling involved,
Mhm.
but it's about coaching.
Right.
We sit with the
Uh-huh.
clients,
Uh-huh.
individuals who need coaching. We set different goals with them.
All right.
First, I usually do initial analysis
Mhm.
of the individual,
ठीक है.
and we come up with strengths and weaknesses and
Mhm.
discuss different things they want to do.
Mhm.
And
आजकल के ज़माने में, and
Yeah.
in this day and age, that is very important, because I was lucky enough to actually go to the university where you were teaching, and
Yeah.
one thing I noticed that for training, कि वो specifically वहाँ पे आ रहे थे to listen to you, and there was pin drop silence. Apart from the fact that you're a very good trainer, there was pin drop silence, and your students, were listening to your every word and doing exactly what it was that you wanted to do. So as far as an education is concerned, where you get a degree or something like that, these training seems to be very important. What do you see in the element of taking a degree and taking training? What are your views on these?
well, I think they go hand in hand.
Okay.
But these days things are changing. I mean,
Right.
it's more skill based.
Mhm.
But degrees are important because
Right.
in Pakistan it's still considered really important.
Right.
But at the same
Not
time,
at Google, right? Not at Google.
not at
And not with
Google or
Elon
Facebook.
Musk, huh?
Yeah. But now I
Ah.
do recommend a lot of my students to do skill-based training.
Okay.
And one of the things that you watched with me was skill-based training that I was doing. It was not a degree; it was a diploma program, purely
Ah.
skill-based.
Right.
So the thing is that I started with I started my career working in different companies in corporate sector and NGO sector,
Right.
and I got a lot of experience from these sectors.
Right.
I didn't jump into training immediately. I learned, I got experience from
Okay.
working with different people.
All right.
Then I came into training,
Mhm.
and now I'm doing a lot of trainings with different sectors, different
Right.
kind of people, different programs. So and after these trainings, I actually started coaching as well, because people started coming to me and asking for advice and help, how to do this, how to do that.
Now, I noticed the good thing about you is the fact that it's a mixed class. So
Yeah.
you have a lot of men and women there as well. Do you find that a lot of women get crushes on you? They kind of like fall in love with my teacher. He's so handsome. and मुझे आपने मुझे कुछ सिखाया है. हाय कितना अच्छा सिखाया है आपने. Do women get crushes on you at students?
I think they give a lot of respect, and
That's
like like doctors.
That's a nice way of putting it. Huh?
Yeah, like doctors, you get a lot of respect, and both male and female,
Right.
they come up with a lot of questions and queries. And other than training, they discuss their personal issues as well.
Oh wow!
So from there, you
wow.
sort of build up this coaching aspect as well. So
No, that's a
yeah.
very good thing, because then there's so much trust for you as a teacher
Yeah,
or a
exactly.
mentor for some people, that you're actually listening to them, because people, I think, really need to be listened to.
Exactly.
You know? And sometimes you don't need to say anything, but you just need to listen to people,
Yeah,
which I think is an important aspect.
absolutely. I mean, if you don't have experience of things in life, you cannot coach or cannot train. I mean, when I train, I am actually a good listener as well, but I relate different scenarios
Right.
with the experiences that I have, and then tell them how things could be better.
What do you find specifically is the problem that most students have in relating to training or relating? Is it a communication problem? Is it a mindset problem? I know there can be very many, but what are the main problems that you come across as far as your students are concerned?
Well, it's multiple things. You mentioned a couple of them. Communication skill. It's a mindset.
Right.
And I think every student, at least 90%, I've been training in so many universities, they don't know what to do with their life.
Right.
One student is doing an electrical engineer, another one is doing a management,
Yes,
and
yes,
they
yes, of
they have
course,
no
yes,
idea what are their goals, what are their purpose, what they want to do, and probably parents just tell them to just do some degree.
Isn't it amazing, Salman, that a lot of people still, and I can even mention about myself, a lot of people still really don't know what their goals are in life.
Yeah, exactly. And
Do you find that?
Absolutely. I mean, my every class starts with, can you tell me what is your purpose, what is your goal?
Wow,
I mean,
right,
why are you doing
right.
this degree?
Say,
And they give me answers like,
my mommy said, my
yeah,
daddy said, oh,
and I don't know what to do, so I started doing this. And I asked them, do you think what are you going to do in the next 4 or 5 years? What are your plans? It's such a competitive market. So they have literally no answer. And usually what I get is, sir, because आप market में हैं, तो हम आपको CV देते हैं,
Right.
तो आप हमें कोई job दिला दें.
Right.
I mean, you don't get job like that. I mean, when you look at the CV, and it's really bad.
Right.
I mean, there's no purpose, no direction, and it's all the thing is everywhere.
It seems to me that, apart from being a trainer and a life coach, I think there's a lot of psychology that goes into this, because everybody has their own sets of problems, and you're right. But I think the good thing that these students have done is they have sort of like noted how important training actually is. So I think the shift of their own education and then coming to training, I think is a very good thing for them in their life. Because when I saw your training, you didn't come across as a teacher, or I mean, you came across to them as a friend. So ek dosti ka maine wo dekha, I was able to see this, and you were able to get everything out of them. So it's more of a friendly sort of basis that you run your training in. Is this something that you do by yourself, or something that has automatically happened, or you've actually specified on that?
I think I believe in two-way communication.
Right.
Always been like that. And
Well, it's nice that you don't think of six-way communication, or two-way communication.
No, I believe there has to be a lot of encouragement.
Right.
For me, if the class is all quiet and I'm talking all the time, it doesn't make any sense. I need to get feedback from them.
Right.
And it's always been like this in my career. I mean, I like to have feedback and then improve upon it. And this is something, in classes, I noticed that a lot of teachers in Pakistan still, they are very strict. I mean, it's very one-way,
Yes.
autocratic style of teaching. But the teaching has to be really two-way, and a lot of encouragement and a lot of motivation should come out of it. And if my trainings, my students are not learning, and I feel like they can learn if they ask me questions, and I'm friendly with them, and it makes me actually really happy and motivated when they are smiling and they are listening and they're careful and they're asking questions. So I think that helps them a lot, and it helps me as well.
If somebody wants to be a trainer like you, how would they get into it? Which is the best way of actually doing that?
I prefer that trainers should have some practical experience. I mean, go work in some organization,
Right.
and get some experience of real things. So if they are working in a marketing department, they will interact with the sales, they will
Right.
interact with finance, they will
Yes.
interact with the operations,
Yes.
they understand what is branding, and they do
Okay.
actual real work on ground. Those experiences help you in training. So, most of the trainers that we have in Pakistan,
Mhm.
or the teachers that we have,
Mm.
I mean, they teach you.
Mhm.
They don't have any practical experience of actually doing things.
Right, yes, yes, yes. So you're saying it's all, yes. So you're saying with them it's all theoretical, कि भाई जो pages
Yeah.
पे लिखे हुए हैं.
Exactly.
And your kind of training is actually being through it, get the information, work at it,
Yeah.
so you have some experience.
Yeah, exactly. I give you an
Mm.
example.
Ah.
For example, we do a lot of case studies. We
Mhm,
do a lot
okay.
of case studies from the European or American books.
Hmm.
And teacher teaches, this is a scenario in Pepsi or Coca-Cola or in Toyota and
Right.
etc. And this is case
Yes.
study, and
Yes.
and you come up with the answers.
Okay.
But a good teacher would blend or slightly modify the case study to
Mhm.
get the actual local scenarios into those case studies.
Yes.
You can talk about Pakistani production here in of Toyota or
Hmm.
other companies here in Pakistan, but they don't do it.
Hmm.
So you have to bring the local case in and then
Yes.
relate the situation
Hmm.
with that.
So that they can relate to whatever it is you're talking
Exactly.
about, not something that was in, let's say, California or UK
Yeah,
or something,
exactly.
and it's not theoretical. It's
Absolutely.
more-
I mean, that's
Mm.
that's something really can make a difference.
So
in
that
the-
means when you study, before you go and give your lecture, you actually have to then bring in things yourselves so that they understand what it is you're talking about.
Absolutely. For every
Ah.
lecture, every training I do, I have to do a lot of study.
Hmm.
I have to bring in the scenarios. But at the same time, being in the market for over 20 years,
Right.
it helps me a lot because I quickly relate the situation with the local Pakistani industry.
Good.
And it
good.
helps them learn more.
Right.
And that's why I say if you want to be a trainer, you need to have some experiences.
Hmm.
And then you, of course, you need to have the domain knowledge of
Right.
the scenario
Right.
and your experiences, your
Ah.
enthusiasm, and sort of passion to really deliver something. Because
Mhm.
training is like a doctor who's helping a patient get well.
Mhm.
So training में बिल्कुल यही है कि आप किसी की ज़िंदगी बेहतर कर रहे हैं.
Mhm.
If they are motivated with you or inspired by you and you give them the right information, you know,
Mhm.
they can grow in their career. And that's what I do every time when I go into the training or coaching sessions.
Salman, it's been a real honor to talk to you about this, and I wish that we have many more trainers, career trainers, and people who guide their students in a very friendly way, like you do. I wish you all the best in your future with this career, and it seems to me that you're going to be coming back quite a few times, telling us what is happening with your students and how far you have actually gone in your career. So thank you very much indeed, and God bless you.
Thank
With
you so
that, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's very important to have trainings, not only just your degrees and your diplomas, but your trainings to be able to help you to get there. These are very, very important things, and it's good to see that this has been taken on in a very serious way in Pakistan. Till I see you again in the next episode, regards to you and to your loved ones.